Okay. All right. So we are recording. Okay. So if you are a brand new coach on this team, I want to direct you guys to some resources. First off, I want to tell you, if you're a brand new coach, number one thing that you need to do is find 3 people to sign up exactly like you did with a challenge pack. You already know what to say. You already know what it costs. You already know what it's about because you're in our challenge. They're going to join our challenge group. So you don't have to worry about having to know a whole bunch of different things. You don't have to worry about like coaching them. I'm going to help you coach them. I just need you to go find 3 people, whether it be your mom, your sister, your brother, your uncle, your grandma, your best friend, whoever, to sign up to do this with you. And it'll be like a gym buddy. Okay. That's your step number 1. Okay. I'm going to point you in the direction of a couple of resources. You need to make sure that you're in a couple of different groups. Okay. And again, if I'm sharing this with you and it's repetitive, and ladies who've been on my team for a while, I want to just tell y'all, you can be utilizing what I'm teaching right now to share to your new coaches, because every person that you invite or that joins our challenge needs to be converted into a coach, or at least you try to convert them into a coach to start working on the business. Because in reality, the people who are coaching and who are part of the coaching community, those are the ones who really go long-term with their health and fitness goals. Those are the ones who stay accountable, and those are your lifers. And that's what you're looking for, you guys. You're looking to change somebody's life. So the coaching community is just that. It's a community to hold you accountable, but also it helps you to build that business that we're all looking to build. So I'm sharing my screen here and I'm going to show you a couple of things. It's literally going to make me sign into everything. So I'm so sorry. My whole computer like crashed and now it's going to die. Uno momento, having all of the issues. I got to go get my charger. Just went to grab my charger and discovered that my puppy has learned that she can fit behind the couch. So she goes behind there to poop now. Perfect. So I have lots to do when I get off this call. Okay. So brand new coaches. Let's see here. Where are we? This is this document right here. If you have not received this document yet, I'm going to show you where to find it, and I'm going to send it to you. Okay. And I'm going to post it again on our team page. This is your 10 steps to success coach roadmap. This literally has what you need to be successful in this business. Like, the process that I'm going to show you is extremely duplicable. Okay. It is everything that I've done to be a success, like to make this business happen for me. And I've just done it over and over and over for the past 6 years. Okay. So like I was saying before, your job is to get 3 people to sign up with you. There are some groups here that you need to make sure that you are part of. Okay. Your challenge group, which is actually it's a bod group now. It is on our Beachbody On Demand. So I will change this here. I'll get that going. Grace United Coaching Family Group is my personal team page. So I am your coach. If you are a coach on this team, you need to be part of the Grace United Coaching Family page. That way that you can see what kind of calls we have. Like, we have calls Monday and we have calls on Wednesday. That's where those announcements are going to be. That's where you're going to see the leaderboards with all the numbers next to them. Those numbers are people that like Lacey, when she's on the leaderboards, let's say she has SC4 next to her name, that means that she signed up 2 people this month and we're celebrating her. So every time you see those, okay? So be sure that you're in the Grace United team page. I'm going to show you a couple of things on there. My computer is very slow right now, so bear with me. Okay, so if you are in the Grace United team page, just request to join and I will approve you. If you go to the guide section, there is some training videos here. Take advantage of all the training, all the education, guys. When I signed up as a coach, I absorbed myself, like I immersed myself in every bit of training that I possibly could and some. Like I did all the ones that my coach had, but then I went above and beyond and went to the Beachbody website, you know, the coach office, and did all the trainings back there. I went on YouTube and I followed some of the top coaches and I watched all of their trainings. YouTube was my best friend. That's how I learned. But in here, there is so much training. I literally teach you guys everything from finding your why, the 3 jobs I'm going to teach you. I teach you how to navigate your back office. I teach you how to post on social media. I even give you posts to post on social media right here. Super simple and super easy. I give you your daily checklist that you're supposed to do as a coach, and I have a video explaining it. So this is your daily checklist that you're supposed to do every single day as a coach. This is how you build a business, you guys. You fill that tracker out every day. That is, I mean, I won't go to bed until I filled out my tracker. That is my business. It takes me like an hour and a half a day, and I've built a massively successful business. Like I take care of my entire family off of my Beachbody income, and it continues to double and grow every single year because I do this tracker every day. That's it. And I have a video explaining how to do it. I have invites for you to send. Okay. If I'm speaking Greek, I promise you, then as you go through these trainings, you're going to understand exactly what to do. But I literally have all of the guides for you here. Go in, commit to doing 2 of them a day and get them taken care of and done, because that is how you're going to build a massively successful business. And that's why you're here. You wouldn't be here at 9 o'clock at night watching this if you didn't want to build an income and build a business, right? Okay. Oh, and also you'll see here in the discussion, like anytime I have anything that I need to share or talk about, I come in here live. This is all about our business. Okay. You can see here that I'm shouting some people out for their accomplishments and for where they are in their business. Okay. And here's that leaderboard that I was talking about. Okay. All right. Then you need to be part of the Legacy United coaching family. That is my coach's team page. Okay, that's where you're going to see all of the leaders, all the Beachbody coaches that are making millions of dollars from doing Beachbody. They're in that group. That is our team. Okay, those are the people that I looked up to for years and years and years, and now I'm one of those leaders in that group. And then last but certainly not least is the Dream Team coach page. I'm going to show you that right now because I want to make sure that you specifically go to the Business Builders Bootcamp and you follow those instructions and you do those. Those are number 1 priority for you right now. Okay. So Dream Team coach page. I have a frog in my throat. I'm so sorry. You're going to go to the guide section, and you're going to do this guide right here. This is the best training, top coach in the network. Melanie Mitro is a multi-millionaire. She has created so many top coaches. She is like number 1 out of 800,000 teams. She knows exactly what she is doing and how to build an amazing network marketing business. This is where you need to be. Okay. That is my coach's coach, essentially. And you'll get to meet her one day. Okay. So join those groups and get started. Now, here are your steps. You're going to go through your why. You're going to do your announcement post that you're going to share on your page where you're talking about the fact that you decided to be a coach because you're so inspired by A, B, and C. I literally have posts for you to choose and post on there. You just have to take your own picture. Okay. Then you're going to start your fitness journey. Running your first challenge group, you will do with me. right now. Okay. Lacey, for example, Lacey's been coaching for months now, and she had been doing groups with me up until like a month ago. She just started her own group. So whenever you're comfortable and you're ready to start your own group, you can do so. As long as you want to run groups with me and you're continuing to contribute, you are welcome to. Okay. So don't think that you're just going to be kicked out, and thrown to the wolves. And then we'll talk about inviting. I personally need you to, if you're a brand new coach, to number one, join these groups. And number two, go find 3 people to join you. What I did when my coach told me to do that, I wrote down like 40 names of people that I wanted to invite. And I just sent the invite that she told me to, which is right here. Hey, blank. So I probably deleted this message like 5 times before hitting send. I wanted to tell you that I joined a really fun online fitness challenge, and I thought it'd be great if we could do it together. Any chance I could share some info with you? I sent that, and then exactly how I'm going to tell you, my coach told me, okay, don't answer anybody. Send me screenshots, and I'm going to walk you through the conversation. And we did it together, and I signed my first 3 people up. I made the money back that I had spent on my challenge pack. I had my first rank, and I made 3 bonuses from that. And that's what I want to help you do. So number 1, join those groups. Number 2, I want you to make that list of 30 to 50 names, and I want you to send them that invite and get them to sign up. I'm going to help you do the rest. You just send the invites, and then you message me when you're ready to start getting these people signed up, and I'm going to help you do that. Okay. That is your goal. You have everything that you need in these trainings and in this information to be very, very successful. This is it. This is exactly how I did it. And that's what I'm here to teach you. Couple of housekeeping things. We have calls every Monday at 8 p.m. and every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. So please make those a priority. They are very, very important to make sure that you're a part of. The new coach roadmap is pinned to the top of the group. So you'll be able to look at that and utilize that. And then the new coach training is also right here. You can go through this. Okay. But I really want to just recommend that you just immediately start taking action. Okay. That you just immediately start inviting your close friends and family to do this with you, and just start getting people signed up. And I'm going to help you do that. Okay. All right. That is really what I wanted to go over. If you are not part of our challenge group, I'm going to let Chelsea in because she just said that she was having internet issues. So bear with me. Let me get logged into my Beachbody On Demand. All kinds of computer issues today. This never happens. Like, usually everything goes super smooth. Yay, Chelsea, you made it.
Internet's so bad.
Okay. So in our BOD group, I want to make sure, if you are a coach on this team, that you are showing up in here, sharing your sweaty selfie, and participating every day. I just had to approve that person real quick. Okay, thank you very much. Thanks. Get out of my way. Bye. Okay. All right. So number 1, I want to make sure that you're doing just this, that you're sharing your sweaty selfie every single day in our challenge, and that you're sharing your journey, not just your sweaty selfie. Share your food, share your struggles, share your wins. Go in and comment, heart and comment on other people's posts. Okay. Choose 3 to 5 people a day in our challenge group to comment on. Okay. That's really, like, that is so important. That is part of being a coach. Whether you have clients yet or not, choose 3 to 5 people a day to like and comment on. Okay. That's going to help you. That's going to help them. I want to make sure that you are aware of where your resources are in the file section here. When you have brand new people, you direct them to this Start Here guide. And this is where they'll go to do everything to get started. Okay. Then we have an entire section here for meal plans, and there are a ton of meal plans in here. Make sure that you tell your people where to go. Okay. But that start guide is going to give them everything that they need to know about their nutrition plan, about how to use Beachbody On Demand, and about what to start with. And when you have new people and you need help getting them started, I want you to remember to duplicate everything that I did with you, to use what you know and don't be afraid, and then to reach out and ask for help. I am not going to bang down y'all's door and say, hey, you signed somebody new up. Do you need help? Hey, I haven't heard from you. Have you been filling out your tracker? Did you send your invites out today? I'm not doing that. This is your business. If you have questions, you need to come to me. You are not bugging me. This is my job. All right. You absolutely must come to me. Bang down my freaking door. Lacey, raise your hand. That girl bangs down my door, and she is one of my very best friends because she put the effort in to show up, to put action into what I taught her, to work her business, and to ask me all the questions. I mean, even down to like, hey, I'm feeling super unmotivated. Like, I'm having a really hard time. Can I call you? Please. Sometimes we talk like every week and we have to give each other pep talks because we're just not feeling it. That happens. That's what I'm here for. This is a journey of self-growth and a journey of pushing yourself outside your comfort zone and leaning in to the resources. And one of those resources is me and all the other ladies that are on this team. So I really want to encourage you to lean into that. All right. Okay. Then I'm going to stop sharing my screen because I've covered those things. I wanted to talk to my puppy's out there freaking out playing. Sorry. I wanted to talk to you guys. Val, my coach, had a meeting with us last week. And we talked about the signing up preferred customers as opposed to coaches. And she pretty much made the rule legacy wide that we are no longer signing up preferred customers. You either give them the option to sign up as a discount coach, or you give them the option to sign up as a customer, because signing them up as a preferred customer is actually making us lose money. All of us across the board. It's causing huge drops in volume, which essentially is your weekly paycheck. And it's just confusing people. And then they're getting like multiple emails. It's just causing a lot of issues. So when you sign someone up, I really want to encourage you guys to sign them up as a coach. I have the verbiage. Honestly, when I sign somebody up, even if they mark on the pre-order form that I have that they want to sign up as a customer, I sign them up as a coach. And I'm like, hey, here's your link. I just want to let you know it's going to say coach. I just signed you up and hooked you up with my discount. It's free for me to do this. It's free for you to cancel. I would really like you to give this a shot and commit to using Shakeology for 3 months, because you have a goal of losing 50 pounds. And the way to do that is to get proper nutrition, and Shakeology is going to give that to you. So I want you to commit to do this with me, and me signing you up with that discount is going to help you be able to do that. And why not get my pricing? Okay. That's what I say. And I really wanted to ask you all to do the same thing. Okay. Here's the thing. All right. When you sign somebody up as a coach, you automatically get the commission off of them, just like you would a customer. But you also get the volume from them signing up because you sign them up as a coach, which is not just the commission. You get the $40 to $70 as commission, right? Then you get the volume, which is anywhere from an extra $20 to, shoot, depending on how many people you have, it could amount to a couple of $100 accumulated, right? So you get that volume. And For every 5 people you sign up in a 5-week period, coaches, you sign up in a 5-week period, you get an extra $100. So if you sign people up as a preferred customer or a customer, you're losing a lot of money opportunity. And I want to help you guys build your business. And the way to do that is to only sign up coaches unless it's an absolute last resort. Only sign up coaches for the first 2 full years of your business. All right.
So is Nicole, is that $39.95 a month?
Hold on, I can't hear you.
Is it $39.95 a month for coaches, or is it $15.95?
15.
Okay. Don't look at me when I'm talking because I got teeth pulled today and I look horrible. I don't want anyone to see it. I have a lisp too now. You guys will make fun of me. I don't want anyone to see it.
I can't see anything.
I'm not letting you see anything.
Okay.
But I'll show you later. Like when I
worked in dental for a long time. You know that, right? Like
I do know this, but I'll show you later.
Some things.
Oh girl, I'll show you later. I'm not okay with this. But anyways, I have to go like this for 6 weeks anyway, but I'm just not okay with it today. And then what was the other thing I was going to say? Oh, okay. So I have a lady. She was on the phone. She wants to switch. I'll just talk. I don't care because that's too much work. She wants to switch. Just don't laugh. She wants to switch to me as her coach, but she's under someone else. And the person on the phone, because she tried to switch online, they said she had to wait 6 months. She's a preferred customer. They said she had to wait 6 months before she could switch. I'm like, no, you can fill out a change of coach form. She called and they told her that. I'm like, no, are you a coach already? If you're a coach, you can't switch coaches. But if you're a PC, you can switch. And I tried to send her the form, but because I'm a coach, I can't even access the form. Yeah. So I'm like, you need to go online and try and do it. And then I'm like, or you can just cancel your stuff and sign up with me. So those are the options I gave her, but they didn't change the policy, did they? Where you have to wait it out with somebody for 6 months?
No, the only thing might be is that maybe she was a coach.
She wasn't. I asked her. That's who I was messaging while I was listening to you. Because I was like, maybe they changed the policy because I hadn't heard anything. Like, you know what I mean? Because before I was with you, I had like 3 different coaches. And so I was like constantly doing weird stuff to switch with people before I was with you. If I would have just stayed with what's her name, it would have been grandfathered under you anyway. It would have been just easier, but whatever. That's a whole nother story. But they didn't change the policy or anything. So I don't know why they would have told her that then.
So,
okay.
A couple of questions that I asked. Number one, when somebody says that they want to switch to me, which happens all the time, you're going to start building your business and they're going to be like, wow, she's so inspiring. She shows up. I want to switch to you. That's going to happen. So ask, when does your Beachbody On Demand renew?
It just renewed in May. She just told me that. So that's kind of crappy too. Because it just renewed. So
then have her cancel her preferred customer. Okay. And like make sure that she goes in and cancels that. And then you get her email, build her a package for a completion pack. Because she needs to sign up with something. In order to be part of your group, she needs to sign up with something. So build her a completion pack. And then tell her, make sure that you check the box that says Lacey Peterson as your coach and sign her up as a coach and see if it'll work. And if it won't work, then sign her up as a customer and she can still be part of your group. Easy peasy.
Okay.
Okay.
Those are my questions. That's
Anybody else have any other questions or anything that they want?
By the way, Kat is new, isn't she? Kat is new?
Yeah.
Welcome.
I actually have 4 new coaches. But Kat is the only one that is on tonight.
That's exciting.
Yes. Yeah. So, and let me just say this, like coaching, it doesn't matter where you are. And I don't care if you've been a coach on this team for 2 years, like coaching has helped me stay super accountable to my fitness journey, like no matter where I was at. So no matter where you are in your head, where you are in your fitness journey, you know, where you are in your business, you can always start over and pick up and decide like, okay, I'm just going to give this my all. Because that's what this community is all about. I've gone through the mental battle of wanting to quit, you know, and just not show up for myself anymore so many times, but coaching and this community has helped me stick it out for a long, long time. And I'm so thankful that I did, because I mean, shoot, like, you know, I spent the whole, just did a post about it. I spent the whole day with my daughter today, and, you know, I'm able to create my own hours. Like, okay, I had to drop her off to her dad. I didn't have her. I was able to be present with her all day long. And now I'm going to work my business. This is something that if you will commit to show up for and work your business and do your crap for an hour and a half, hour to an hour and a half, 5 to 6 days a week in a year, you're going to see a massive shift in your income, and you're going to see some things really happen. But you have to show up like this is a 6-figure business before it's ever going to be a 6-figure business. You have to tell yourself like, oh my God, this is life or death for me, and show up like that every day in order for it to happen. It's the same thing, same concept as if you were, you know, opening up a restaurant. Like, you can't just open up your restaurant and be like, cool, you know, I paid the money to open up a restaurant, and then not feel like showing up to work, you know, but 1 to 2 days a week. It doesn't work like that, you guys. You have to treat this like it is your all for a long time before it actually shows up to be a real legit business for you. And for me, that looked like when I first started, I was working 2 jobs. I was literally in the car driving for more than 4 hours a day because my jobs were on the other side of counties. And I was up at 4 something in the morning working this because I knew someday I was not going to have to work my ass off anymore. And I was going to be able to have free time, and I was going to be able to be home with my kids. They were just like a thought, you know. It was exhausting. And there were so many times that I asked myself if it was going to be worth it. And then slowly but surely, I was able to quit my part-time job. And then after I quit my part-time job, 8 months later, I matched what I needed to in order to pay our bills here, and I quit my full-time job. And then I got pregnant, and I was like, crap, okay, so like I've got this down. I can work it in 2 hours a day. I'm going to go back and get a desk job and make double income. And then I worked that the whole time I was pregnant. And then when I had Paisley, I was like, nope, I'm not going back to work. I have to stay with her. And then I worked this. And then when that happened, when COVID hit, my income like tripled. I was making like 3 times the amount that I was making at in the dental field. I was making a crap ton of money. I couldn't believe it every week. Like, and the week paychecks kept coming, and the money was just doubling, and it was pouring in, and growth happened. And then, you know, I went through waves, but I have had a consistent full-time income since about 1.5 years in the business. And it's grown and grown and grown, but it has been a consistent of what I worked when I was working at my desk job. I have brought that home since 1.5 years in the business. And I have shown up for this like it was life or death in order to make it that. And there's so much freedom and so many amazing things that come with this, but it is hard freaking work. And it is a lot of pushing yourself past what you ever thought that you can do. And it's really hard. It's hard to like have the discipline to show up for yourself every day when you don't freaking feel like it. Like, there's the times where I've asked myself like, oh my gosh, would it be easier to just go back to work? And I have, and it freaking sucked to have to go back and work for somebody else after you work for yourself and have this kind of freedom. So it's worth it, you guys, but I'm telling you, like, you have to show up and you have to do hard work. So if you're somebody who has been like maybe working your business like 1 or 2 days a week, or not being consistent, or questioning it, or even not doing it at all, and you're just showing up for the community, I want you to ask yourself what you really want and what you're willing to do for it. Because if you want to stay the same, if you want to stay exactly where you are right now, do that. And don't waste my time. Don't waste your time. Don't waste our team's time, because we have a lot of goals. But if you want to make some amazing things happen for yourself, then push yourself. I mean, I invested, like, when I had time, like every Saturday. I mean, my ex-husband was off, like having fun, fishing, doing things with his friends. And I was like, nope, I'm staying home. I have to plan for my business. I have to work my business. And I was watching YouTube videos all day, and I was creating posts, and I was learning and absorbing and doing everything that I possibly could. When I was driving in the car, I was listening to books that my coach told me to listen to. I was listening to podcasts. I was watching YouTube videos on how to invite and how to create an amazing challenge group, and how to handle when people give you objections, and how to grow my social media. Like, I was watching all these YouTube videos on how to do that. I was scanning the back office for more training. I just was 100% committed to this, because I knew that someday it could be something amazing for me. And it is, now it is. But it took a lot of me digging my heels in to make that happen. And a lot of time. It took a lot of time. Like, there were days where I worked like 6 hours on my business and brought $0 in. Like, there were weeks where I made $14. But I knew someday I was going to be making, $6,000 in a week. I knew that was going to happen. And because I showed up for my business, I have something to stand on. I have something really valuable to stand on. Catherine, you had a question, babe. Go ahead.
Well, it's not really a question, but so I'm a mom of 3. I've got 3 littles, 5 and under, and I have not worked since I had my first child. And I think that's one thing that I'm struggling with, is that I haven't had that discipline of a job. And so I'm not putting the time into this business because I'm like, I don't have that mentality anymore. Do you have any suggestions on how to get that back?
Do you show up and do your workout every day?
I try to. Most of the time, yes. Today I didn't, because today was a crap day.
I would recommend that you take a look at what your time looks like, and whether that means you commit to, when the kids go to bed at 9 every night, that you commit to sitting down at your desk and working for 2 hours, making yourself an energize. That's what I did, making yourself an energize and working for 2 hours, and you make that happen. And you commit to that. And the only way to ever create that discipline, like I use the example all the time of, like, I'm out of my room, like right now, I'm out of my 5 a.m. routine, and I'm freaking miserable. Like, I'm used to waking up at 5 o'clock and getting so many things done, getting my workout done and feeling great. But I'm so out of that routine. And what you have to do in order to get there is you have to make yourself be sleep deprived, because the reason I'm out of my routine basically is because I can't go to sleep until after midnight every night, right? I'm up watching Netflix and talking to my boyfriend on the phone and blah, 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 right? And I can't go to sleep. So what has to happen is I have to set my alarm, and I have to set it all the way across in my bathroom. So I have to get out of bed, and I set it for 5 a.m. And if I only got 3 hours of sleep, because I have to get my butt out of bed at 5 a.m. and I don't allow myself to push snooze, then I have to do that. And it takes about 2 weeks for me to get back into my routine of me making myself do it. And that's what you have to do. You have to make yourself do it. You have to do it over and over and over until you create that habit. So I suggest that you look at your time, that you have a conversation with your spouse. If you're not a single mom, then have a conversation with your spouse and say, I want to do this. I want A, B, and C. So when you see me put the kids to bed and leave the dishes in the sink until tomorrow morning, that's why. Because I know that I can do this, but I'm going to have to let some other things fall until tomorrow. And then the other thing that I'd really encourage you to do is start reading The Slight Edge. If you haven't gotten that book, Kat, you need to read The Slight Edge. Okay. Read it. It's only available. It's not available in an audiobook. Commit to read 5 pages a day. And if you will read that, that will change your life. And you can even take it a step further. You can read that book and then download Audible and listen to the 5-second rule by Mel Robbins. Catherine, that's probably what you need to listen to, because that book will change your freaking life if you listen to that book, because that will teach you not to be a procrastinator anymore. So we all struggle with finding the time. I have an entire farm of animals to take care of here. I am going through a divorce. I have a toddler, and I work 2 businesses. And I'm struggling. Like, I'm gonna finish my tracker as soon as we get off this call, and then I'm gonna go clean my house, and I'm probably not gonna go to bed until like 1 a.m. and then I'm gonna wake up at 5:30 tomorrow morning, and I'm gonna do it all over again, because I have so much on my plate that it's hard to find time. But no matter what, I don't care if my eyeballs are bugging out of my head and I'm having to do this at 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock at night. I'm committed to making sure that I fill up my tracker, because that is what my life is depending on right now. And that I had to tell myself that when I was exhausted and I knew I had to get up at 4:30 and I had to go work a job that I hated. My future is dependent on me checking these little boxes off of this list. And I had to do that. And I would not allow myself to go to sleep. And that's the only way that I did this. And that's the only way that you're going to do it too, is if you don't allow yourself to go to sleep until it's done. My computer is my face lights up. Anybody have anything else?
I had another question.
Mhm.
I'm such an introvert. I moved away from where I grew up, and I've not made any new friends. And it's been 10 years since I've talked to anybody from high school years. So if I feel like I don't have anybody that would commit to this with me, how would I go about making that change, inviting people?
It's not really about finding somebody that's going to commit. It's just about asking the questions. Because when you go and you send somebody an invite, that's literally just planting a seed for them to follow you and to check out your posts and to get inspired. So number one, I would say, I want you to reach out to your family and the friends that you do have right now, and then reach out to those old friends and invite them. And then take that a step further, and you make sure that you are posting on your social media 2 times a day. And you do what you're supposed to do. You fill out that tracker, you share your stories, you share your posts, your one post about your challenge group or your fitness journey, and then something else about you or your kids every day, so that they can start following. Because if you're sending somebody an invite that says, hey, I'm running this challenge group, watch me, because that's literally what the invite is for. When you invite them to your challenge group, like, they're going to be like, what's she talking about? And they're going to go to your page and they're going to see what you're talking about. And then they're going to get inspired and they're going to start to follow you. If you're not posting and you're not sharing, they're not going to know. And for me, I had no idea how to post when I started. So I went to that little document that I have that I was just sharing with you guys that has all the posts, and I pulled something off of that every day. And I would search for motivational posts on Pinterest, and I would, like, flex in the mirror and then share the motivational post and then say, join my challenge group or get a coach. Or I would go and look at other people's posts and I'd get inspired by theirs, and I would change it a little bit and I would use that post. And that's how I learned. That's how I learned how to do this. My coach literally told me, just do what I do, just post like me. And that's how I learned. So it all works together, Catherine, and it's all about like filling out that tracker and just making sure that you're doing that, and just stop overthinking it. Stop thinking like, I don't have anybody who's going to commit, because it's not about finding somebody to commit. It's just about taking that messy action every single day, because the only way that you're ever going to get good at this is if you do it and get out of your head. So stop telling yourself you're such an introvert. Stop telling yourself that you aren't sure if anyone will do this with you, or if anybody's even watching. I had so many times where people made fun of me on posts, or where no one liked my posts, and I just felt like such a failure, but I kept doing it until I got good. And now I have like I don't even know, like I'm creeping up on 10,000 followers on Instagram, and I didn't even have an Instagram when I started. And I'm having to delete friends on my Facebook every day just to add more friends. I started with 50 Facebook friends, and I have people who followed me, and I know how to use social media. I didn't know how to do that. I lived under a rock, y'all. I just learned by taking messy action, and that's what you have to do too. Chelsea, what did you have, boo?
I was gonna say, I've been carrying my clipboard around with me because my schedule's all over the place. And I have my tracker on here, which really helps me make sure I get it done, especially when my schedule's been busy, because we all know I kind of slack on it. And I've been trying really hard to follow through. And got like, I don't know if you can see that, but little time blocks and stuff, trying to be intentional with my time, like writing down power hour. I know I only have 30 minutes to do it, and you know that's what I do for there. And then I have it later on in the day where I get my other half an hour done. And that's how I've been retraining my discipline to get it done, because I've been sloppy with it. It's been helping.
Exactly. Eventually it just becomes second nature, y'all. Like it literally becomes second nature. Just like brushing your hair and your teeth every day is a habit. This will happen that way too. But like anytime you start a new job, there's a learning curve and you feel like a freaking idiot. Like that's just how it is. So just give yourself some grace, but you have to show up every day and do it in order for this to happen. And yeah, I mean, and ask for help. Ask for all the help, you know, Google things, YouTube things, look in the back office, ask in our team chat. But I know who's showing up and who's doing what they're supposed to do, because those leaderboards that I was telling you about, those are the people who are actually showing up. Those are the people who are signing people up and who are making money, and they're making moves with their business. So, and that's what I want for all of y'all. That's all that I have. I want to take a boomerang really quick. It's 9:30. I want to be respectful of your time. Typically, we're not even on here for this long. Or Chelsea, can you do a boomerang and just tag me?
I'm on my phone.
Okay, never mind. I'll do one. Chelsea's usually the boomerang queen, so. I really appreciate y'all being so patient tonight. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Perfect. Okay. All right, you guys.
We all did the head nod.
Okay, you guys, I'm going to finish my work and I will talk to you guys later, okay?
I'm working too. See you
Yeah.
guys tomorrow.
All right. Bye.